put the link out, let's just take a moment to see who all pops in. What's to say? Is there any... There's no convenient way for me to move the OBS screen around the way I want it to. Dang it! Dang it! Well. Guess at the very least, I might as well move it on over, I guess. And I might as well just... Hiya, Micah. And I guess with that, heyo, everybody, and welcome to me wanting to just talk about what do I want to say about Scarlet and Violet. I guess we could probably start off with, play the dang trailer. I'm not sure if the game engine itself has seen any improvements since the previous trailer, but I do have it loaded up so we can compare. I did kind of notice that the Pokemon Center and the Pokemart are all just... they're basically like gas stations at this point. Weird. Maybe it's too quiet? Hang on. Here, let me turn it up a bit and see what happens, because I'm seeing sound in OBS. Maybe if I turn this on to monitor and output? But thank you for catching that for me, Micah. Because I won't be able to tell these things. Okay, at the very least, that didn't change anything for me here. Aho! Big ol' wide open spaces. That's kind of cool, I guess. I am looking forward to running around in all of this. I'm not sure how I feel about the professors, honestly. But I am definitely getting Quaxley and being like, Josuke! And I take it she's gonna be our rival, I guess? I didn't catch that thing's name. I have to look for... I feel like it's... Is that an electric type? That would be very rude. It's not a Pokemon game without some fat guy saying the power of science is amazing. It's a staple in Pokemon. What else can I say? Go back to even Red and Green. There's a fat guy saying technology's incredible. Now this part right here. Oh, baby. Who wants to run around a world and screw around? Because that sounds like a good time to me. Also, trainer customization. You knew it was coming back. And at the very least, we get an option for pants. So we're not stuck with shorts. And of course, Pikachu's here. You just kind of have to at this point. Now, there was something in particular I was looking to see. It. Fletchling Line's back. Pawn me? Yep, that sounds about right. Flaffy! We get the Mareep line, which means I could send my purple shiny over. This thing is basically an olive. It's an olive plant. By the way, I find it funny that they showed a critical capture here. So you wouldn't have to wait around through that. Lechonk! Lechonk! It's a pig! Now that I'm actually getting a moment to dissect how the battle UI looks is, well, this part, not really that surprising, and thank you for the check status button! It's especially when I was playing Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Where was this button? And I've also noticed that the battle UI, at least for enemy Pokemon, is displayed just like Legends Arceus. And I've noticed that they've still got the dithering right here. Whenever they're trying to make something transparent, it's just like they are pushing this. It's like, are we? Yeah. It pretty much is. However, I noticed that the player UI is a bit different this time. Now displaying it right here in the bottom corner and whatnot. Lechonk's a normal type. Also, I really hope that's not the sound that they use in the game itself for when a trainer spots you. Just because I'm used to better sounds. Oh yeah, this little thing's back from Sword and Shield, so we got our Water Rock type. Also, I noticed Pokemon Center, I'm pretty sure it's a shop. And I'm pretty sure the final thing here is probably like the dealing with moves. So Deleter, Tutor, blah blah blah, Name Raider, all those. Just like how it was in Sword and Shield, it was all in one building. Now, there's one thing right here. Are Bagon and Larvitar going to be versions exclusives again? Because that's going to tick me off. I would really rather not. I love Larvitar and I love Bagon. Why can't I have them in one version again, you bastards? I do find it cute that the trading's done via your phone and Venonat's back. Venonat's back. And I guess we like Steam Power. I believe, well, we got our Toxapex right here, but I don't really know what this is right here. Maybe if I... Okay, it already says the trailer's in 1080. It's auto 1080. Let's see if I actually... No, that didn't change a whole lot. Cryogonal. Gengar line. Friggin... my brain is blanking. Lurantis, there we go. And then we got freaking Firebirds. My brain is once again blanking. Well, by default, Pokemon music is at the very least good. Main series Pokemon usually has some bangers and whatnot. I'm also curious, are we doing gyms of some sort? And now they're teasing us with this little crevasse here for whatever reason to lead up to the new box legendaries. So when I saw these jet turbines here, I was like, what the hell? What in the hell is this? Not in a bad sort of way, but just like, are we going Pokemon on motorcycles here? I mean, we've done... Also, can I just say, the dot matrix eyes, or however you call these graphics here, my brain's a blank. Also, can I just say these are infinitely better boxes than Sword and Shield's box art? Because it actually looks like the text... Seeing that it actually looks like a book. That's... So, moving to the future and sticking with the past, we've seen those themes before. We've seen those themes before. Oh dear God. I'm gonna need to be ready. November. Oh no. Oh no. And then I think this graphic is just how they end their videos. I mean, it wouldn't be surprising to me. That doesn't really have a whole lot to it. But why don't we contrast this with the first trailer we got? And I skipped right to where we actually see the world. So why don't we compare and contrast with the first trailer? Well, we have the Starlies and whatnot. Those are Hoppips. There's a lot of detail here, but I feel like the second trailer did make the game look a little bit better. But maybe I'm just not seeing it yet. Maybe I have to compare them a bit more. But I was also just thinking when I saw the first trailer, are we actually getting textured Pokemon at this point? Are we actually going to get textures? One thing I will say performance-wise is, for the most part, we've been able to keep a consistent 30 frames a second on Pokemon games. I wish we could go back to 60 frames like it was in Black White's Battling. But, well, there you go. Yeah, there wasn't really much more to that. But at the very least, they're keeping their promise to late 2022. I was seeing pictures of little Flabebe that were in the grass that are super small. But I wonder if that's from other pictures that they've shown. But one thing I will say is I hope we have other clothes other than the school clothes. Like, I know they're the trainers are supposed to be students, but I'd like a little more variety. Also, I wonder if, since we have green olive plant, I wonder what kind of other shiny color they might think of. Maybe like a purple olive plant? That would be interesting to me. I'm just trying to think, what else can I really think about here, other than we have the dual professors that you probably only get the one depending on which version you get. I have no feelings towards either or the other, honestly. It is what it is. But another interesting note that I had read about is that you can completely explore the region without having to interact with the story. And that got me thinking, are we going to absolutely dumpster the level curve? Are we going to absolutely dumpster the level curve of the story? Like, I know most Pokemon games are easy anyway. What do I really have to complain about there? But are they going to give us the freedom to absolutely trash the main story? Because if so, I'm going to laugh. The last thing I wanted to talk about was, after going through all of it, it was just like, they didn't really give us a whole lot of, like, anything, really. Including a battle gimmick. We've so far seen 0 battle gimmicks. Gen 6 introduced Mega Evolution. Generation 7 introduced Z-moves. Generation 8 had Dynamax. So far, we've seen nothing, and honestly, I kind of prefer if they kept it that way. The main Pokemon battling anyway is already good enough as it is, with its system, you know, get 4 moves, you have a choice of 2 or 3 abilities, by that I mean 1 or 2 normal abilities and a hidden ability, you got your hold item, there's a lot from there, and that's not even talking about EVs and IVs, which I hope they make it even easier to, like, you know, actually see the numbers. Can you give us our exact numbers for once? You can give us our exact numbered stats, but you won't ever tell us how many EVs or IVs we got. Game Freak, come on! It's kind of getting annoying at this point. I'm just trying to think, though, it's just like the EV system lets you actually make builds of Pokemon. So, there's some Pokemon that have multiple different kinds of builds, per se. Man, I wish I had more explanations off the top of my head for this sort of thing. Actually, no, I do. Freaking hell. The Ghost Dragon from Sword and Shield. You could play around with different builds of that, which was pretty neat. It's so hard remembering 905 plus Pokemon, and we're only adding more to the count. Get it up to 1,000, you crazy bastards. But if you ended the new Pokemon count at 999, I will also cackle with laughter at that too, because they didn't have the guts to break 1,000. But overall, I feel like it's going to be a lot of fun running around the world in Scarlet and Violet. I'm just curious if they're going to have the ball-tossing mechanics from Legends Arceus carry over. Because they've only shown battling. And that's it. You snuck up on Pokemon and that's it. They didn't show anything outside of that. So, if anything, this trailer just ended up leaving me with more questions than answers, if anything. But what I want to know is if you're watching this after the fact that I've spoken live on this, what are your thoughts on what's going on with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? I would be interested to see. And I really probably should have booted up Crystal. I'm just thinking, like, should I play some Crystal? Then I have to change stuff. And I don't feel like changing things, honestly. Sometimes I just want to be lazy, you know? I just want to talk about stuff. I think I could have probably just made this a video, but oh well. Them's the breaks. Although I do kind of see more of the new Pokemon Snap engine whenever I see more of the character models, like the human trainer models. Yeah, like this. This stuff like this also just straight up reminds me of new Pokemon Snap. But I mean, hey, it's not a bad thing to reuse engines and whatnot. If it keeps costs down, then again, I'm not sure how I feel about that at this point, because Pokemon has made hand over fist in money. So it's just like I'm unsure at this point. I know it's mostly the merchandising that brings in all the money and not necessarily the games. I don't know. Feelings get complicated. Anywho, I think for the meantime, I think I'm probably going to make this a wrap, because I am just about out of things to say here. So let's transition over to that ending, and I fixed this! I fixed this! Oh my god! But seriously though, thank you very much for watching. And we'll see you guys back with the Let's Plays. Hell, there's going to be a second Mega Man X4 video that you can watch right now. But in the meantime, thanks so much for watching the stream. And I'll catch you guys back with Pokemon Crystal. See you guys next time!